In a previous video, I talked about how you can better get your money to work for you easily. Easily, you don't need to be an expert financial guru or anything like that. But I think I'll link that video in the description box below. So after watching this video, you can go and uh, watch that video. My passion is to actually help other traders to free themselves from losing the money that they are actually making in trading to some simple things. If you work for the money, I believe you should also take steps to ensure that that money actually brings you value and actually works for you. So in a previous video, I did mention that instead of just letting your money lie in a transactional account where it does nothing, how about you actually put it in a high interest savings account? Watch that video. I'll link it in the description box below. So the other route that I took when I was starting, I don't consider myself very intelligent when it comes to business. But the other route that I also took was fortunately, when I started trading, Uber was also starting to gain ground where I am. So instead of letting my money from trading just lie in the bank and being washed away or chipped away at by inflation, what I also did was to buy, I think it was one car at first, and I got it from an auction. Here in South Africa, there is an auction called SMD. There are many car auctions. There's car, there's what's the other one? But you can just Google car auctions where you are. So what I did was, of course, Uber back then when it was starting out, they were not so strict. They were not so strict about the cars that they wanted because they just wanted drivers. So I took advantage of that and got a good car. It wasn't bad. Yeah, I think I'll do another video on how to flip cars from the auctions because that's one other thing that I also do. So I managed to get that car, patched it up, and then got it on Uber. And because my focus was forex trading, mainly for forex trading, I actually managed to get somebody who was sitting at home, not doing anything, to actually drive that car for me, and we ended up flipping profits. That's how I got started in Uber. I then managed to, including the money that I was making from that Uber and the money that I was, the extra that I was getting from my forex trading after paying my bills and everything. I actually managed to get another car. So at some point, I actually had 3 cars. I now I've found that it's not longer as profitable for me, at least as it used to be. So I sold the other 2 cars and the Uber stuff attached to those to other guys who, because then eventually Uber became too competitive that people sometimes could not even join. So those cars, I had registered them under different names, so I managed to just get rid of those and the Uber accounts related to that as well. So now I'm just left with one car. The original car that I started with is still moving, it's still on the Uber. But what I want you to understand or to realize with my little story here is that there are things that you can actually do instead of letting your money just lie there. You probably have risked a lot in Forex trying to make that money. Why let that money just lie there in your bank account and not do anything? Why take that money to a club and blow all of it? Of course, you are free to do whatever you choose to do with your money. I'm not saying I'm here to tell you what to do with your money. We are all adults. You are free to do what you want to do with all your money. But my thinking is, especially if you come from a position where I was, a position of lack of poverty, is to take that money and find ways to make it work for you. So what I did with Uber was just a simple example of how you can actually do that. I don't need to be there. I found somebody to actually drive the car for me, or drivers to drive the cars for me when I had those three cars. I did not need to be there, and the cars were just bringing in extra cash. So instead of having 50,000 rand in South Africa, just sitting in the bank and doing nothing, I actually managed to get that 50,000 to grow through the cars that I eventually got. So find ways around you, especially things that you can actually put your money in, and you don't need to be always there to make that money to work. For example, if you have guys who are good in business, and those guys actually are lacking funding in order to probably grow that business, to expand that business, and it's guys that you know they can deliver. How about with the money that you are just leaving in the account for the bank to do whatever it wants to do with it, and the inflation to just chip away at it, or the money that you are thinking of going and blowing at the club and showing off and stuff like that and flexing, which is good. If you have worked for your money, I've nothing against that. But how about you go to those guys? If you can come up with an agreement, of course, everything needs to be signed on paper, because money usually has a way of bringing up the Western people. So you probably need to get some documents and stuff signed up on paper, and you take that 100,000 that's just sitting in your account, or that 50,000 that's sitting in your account, and you help these people to grow that business. Of course, you get then access to what? To a share of the profits. And however you structure the deal, you probably need to talk to your lawyer, or you talk to a financial advisor, or something like that. But get your money to work for you. So you don't need to be there always at that business. You don't need to be at that business, but your money at that business is generating you a profit. You understand? So Uber was just one of the avenues. There are many other things that you can do. I did flip cars. Again, you can buy cars from SMD, or car, or those other auctions, and that car you can patch it up depending on the condition that it's in, and you can drive around in that car, and you can actually sell that car easily. You can easily flip your money if you find a good car and it's still in a good condition. So let's say in a because it's auction, you get damaged cars, accident damaged cars. But if you really find a good car and you patch it up nicely, you'll be surprised. People will give you good offers for that car. Of course, there are some pitfalls that you just need to watch out for, but maybe I'll do a full video on that. The point with these videos is don't just let your money lie in the bank. Don't just let your money not do anything. Don't just, you have worked hard for it. Forex is not easy. I don't know for you, but Forex is not easy. So you want to make your money work for you. If you found some things to think about in this video, please go ahead and like the video. If you are new on this channel, subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. Otherwise, if you are looking for free Forex robots, indicators, books, and stuff like that, there are links in the description box below. Visit those links and see if you cannot find what you are looking for. The broker that I use, many people ask me about the broker that I use. See the link in the description box below. Guys, until next time, bye.